Another E3 has come and gone, and with its departure, another massive collection of announcements and surprises have been left in its wake. From Jurassic World Evolution 2 to Metroid Dread, the expo was filled to the brim with the unexpected, and without a doubt one of the biggest of these astonishing reveals was Forza Horizon 5. Skipping past both its biannual release schedule and its motorsport sister series, Horizon 5 is looking to transcend trends as it ushers in the next generation of racing games, bringing with it a vast array of new content and features. With this in mind, here are 5 things we absolutely love about Forza Horizon 5. From the fertile farmland of Italy to the dry outback of Australia, the Horizon series has time and time again provided spectacular environments for pushing pistons and smoking tires. However, while each Horizon game thus far has succeeded in providing a beautiful holiday destination full of long straights and tight corners, not all of them have provided the diverse and exotic environments expected from the franchise. With an open world set in the United Kingdom, Forza Horizon 4 was certainly breathtaking, but was hardly a tropical paradise, and the few environmental disparities present in the game were limited to slight variations of idyllic English countryside. Fortunately, Horizon 5 is not only bringing back a wide range of environments, but also promises to be the most ecologically diverse Horizon yet. Set in Mexico, the new game has the largest map of any entry in the series' history, containing everything from humid jungles to historical cityscapes to the harsh terrain of an active volcano. And as indicated by creative director Mike Brown, this is only scratching the surface. Aside from the environments themselves, Horizon 5 also brings back seasonal variation, and unlike previously in the series, the climate of each biome will change independently from one another during each season. Couple this with the presence of new weather phenomena like sandstorms, and the landscape of Forza Horizon 5 is set to be just as diverse as the cars driving through it. Well, maybe. While many racing games offer a finite selection of automobiles from a specific discipline of driving, the Forza Horizon series provides a vast selection of hundreds of different vehicles, featuring everything from massive off-roaders to extreme racing machines. With each successive Horizon game released on the Xbox One, the series added hundreds of vehicles to the wide-ranging roster, and as the Xbox Series X really starts to buckle down, it's safe to say Horizon 5 will follow in the footsteps of its predecessors. Though the official count has yet to be released, based upon the general trend of the series, we can safely expect well over 600 different cars in the base game. Assuming that this estimate is true, Horizon 5 will easily have the most massive assortment of automobiles of any Horizon game at launch, and though Playground Games has yet to disclose the full roster, we've already gotten a glimpse of some of the cars we can expect to drive come November 9th. Aside from the active aero-adorned Mercedes AMG Project 1, some of the cars revealed so far include retro-modern off-roaders like the Land Rover Defender and Ford Bronco, rally icons like the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution X, and even obscure road-going racers like the Jaguar XJR15. Additionally, as evidenced by footage of cars like the Corvette C8 and Koenigsegg Jesko in the E3 gameplay demo, we can surmise that cars from Horizon 4's series updates will also make their appearance in Horizon 5. With all this in mind, the Mexico of Horizon 5 is said to be the ultimate paradise for automotive enthusiasts, and that's even before we start talking about what's under the hood. When Forza Horizon 3 was revealed at 2016's E3, one of the new features fans were most excited about was the addition of body kits to the upgrade system. Whereas exterior upgrades in prior games were limited to a handful of bumper and spoiler variants, Horizon 3's body kits provided a new outlet for both aesthetic alteration and performance improvements, allowing cars previously bereft of customization options like the Lamborghini Aventador to have some visual variety, while allowing others like the Datsun 510 to have a better foundation for going fast. Unfortunately, body kit options were only available for a handful of Horizon 3's 350 cars, and while Horizon 4 added more body kits and new upgrade options like drift, suspensions, and track width adjustments, these improvements were similarly nominal in nature, leaving the core upgrade system virtually identical to the one used in Forza games for over a decade. All that is set to change in Horizon 5. As detailed by creative director Mike Brown, the new game represents a massive overhaul of the entire upgrade system, including hundreds of new rims, hundreds of new visual upgrades, and thousands of performance options. Furthermore, thanks to a ground-up rebuild of the user interface, upgrading a car will look and feel better as well. Add to this the long-awaited return of paintable brake calipers and the hotly anticipated inclusion of convertible tops, and we're set to make our rides just as strikingly beautiful as the deserts they drive in Horizon 5. While body kits and paint jobs have provided the most obvious outlet for personalization in Horizon, the past few titles have added player avatars to the list of self-expression options. Starting with Horizon 3, the player could choose from a handful of pre-made avatars to represent them in the driver's seat, and Horizon 4 added to this by including a selection of clothing options, allowing the player to dress themselves in everything from rock and roll leather to a skeletal bodysuit. Fun as it was to pick a character and dress them like a road racing Barbie doll, the fact that we were limited to a finite selection of preset avatars, and that most clothing options in the game were locked behind long progression cycles, slot machine-themed random drops, and a Fortnite-esque rotating storefront, definitely put a damper on the whole experience. Fortunately, in keeping with the series' theme of personal expression and freedom, Horizon 5 is looking to make character customization options both more accessible and plentiful. According to the game's official FAQ, Horizon 5 will allow players to purchase clothing items directly with the primary in-game currency, provide a wider assortment of character presets to choose from, and include customizable hair and voice options for the very first time. It's hardly on the level of franchises like Dragon Age or Fallout.
You do know you've got the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
But the new character customization options on offer in Horizon 5 are undeniably improvements on the foundation left by its predecessors. With that in mind, and considering how many news outlets are keen to focus on the matter, it would be remiss of us not to mention how pronoun options are also being added to Horizon 5. Considering that the series hasn't really used pronouns in any Horizon game, and that players were able to dress their character however they wanted in Horizon 4, the inclusion does seem a bit superfluous, and it could certainly be argued that such an inclusion exists in large part for progressive posturing. That said, if the inclusion of custom pronouns ensures that less people feel excluded and that more people can be their true self while flooring it in their Koenigsegg, we're all for it. After all, the more people are able to enjoy Horizon 5, the better it is for everyone. Speaking of which... As anybody who has tried to get a PlayStation 5 can tell you, the current console generation is still effectively next-gen for most players. From pandemic-caused shortages in materials to scalpers essentially robbing actual customers, the latest consoles are still incredibly hard for most people to acquire, making the existence of 9th-gen exclusive games even more frustrating than they would be under normal circumstances. As stated in our retrospective review of Forza Horizon 3, we originally worried Horizon 5 would maintain the series' tradition of releasing after a mainline motorsport game, effectively making it a next-gen exclusive. Fortunately for all of us, Horizon 5 is both jumping ahead of Motorsport 8 and jumping back onto the Xbox One. Even better, Horizon 5 is going to be available on PC through both the Microsoft Store and Steam, on Xbox Game Pass, and through cloud gaming on phones and tablets, making this the most widely available Horizon game yet. While a few people have voiced concerns with regards to the quality of the last-gen version of the game, all signs point to a fantastic port of Horizon 5 on the Xbox One. Unlike prior cross-gen entry Forza Horizon 2, which had to work on a last-gen console with dramatically different hardware and software than its successor, Horizon 5 is releasing on a console that is so architecturally similar to its last-gen predecessor that full backwards compatibility was available from launch. With that in mind, the Xbox One version of Horizon 5 likely won't be a sumo digital recreation like Horizon 2, but will instead be an optimized version of the 9th-gen game. It will undoubtedly be limited to 30 frames per second and a 1080p resolution, but considering how superbly the developers have optimized their games for the Xbox One and how they continue to improve with each passing game, regardless of what platform we use to play Forza Horizon 5, it's safe to say we're going to be in awe of the breathtaking beauty of Mexico come November 9th. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things that we absolutely love so far about Forza Horizon 5. Got anything you love about the game from what you've seen so far? maybe there are some things that give you cause for concern. Either way, we'd love to hear about it in the comments. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to get more videos like this one from Dankswank, the classiest cavern on the World Wide Web.